What the frick is happening with croissants? Today we are headed into Queens to try out the viral Onigiri Croissant. Is it worth the hype or should we leave the pastry alone? Let's find out. I'm trying unique croissant creations to see if they're worth the hype or if we should just leave the pastry alone. Today we are deep in Queens and Flushing. So you can see no high rises. We've actually got some nice houses here, and we are headed to Café W to try the Onigiri Croissant. This croissant was first made in Singapore, and it has made its way across the world and finally here to New York in Flushing. Let's see if it's worth the hype. Flushing is New York's other Chinatown, and it is deep into Queens. It's bigger, and some even say better than the Chinatown in Manhattan, but getting there takes some work. We had to take the Q to the F to the 7, followed by a bus ride to get to Café W. The whole journey took a little over an hour. Café W serves up Asian-inspired pastries and desserts as well as coffee. The venue is big and spacious and spans across 2 floors, making it the perfect spot to relax and even get some work done. There were so many goodies to try, but we had one thing on our mind: the Onigiri Croissants. So we got 2 different types. First is a mango and pollock roe, which is a more traditional. And then kind of a more New York spin is a bacon chive cream cheese. Let's dive in. So it looks beautiful. The color of the orange is so nice. You can see all the layers, but does it taste good? It's really good. The croissant is a little bit dry, which I was not too surprised about. It's missing that buttery flakiness, but the roe filling has a slight sweetness to it with a little bit of salt. So the filling is awesome. I think if the croissant was fresh, it would be top notch. So this one is the bacon chive cream cheese one, which is more of an ode to New York. So let's give it a go. So this was a bit of a messy cut, but let's do the grand review. So it's like, I don't know how to describe it. You have the sweet croissant, then the bacon cream cheese filling. Flavor of the bacon is super, super strong. I'm like a little confused by it. I think I like it. I definitely don't hate it. As I've continued and processed my thoughts a bit more and taken a few more bites, I've decided I don't really like it. I think it's unique, but I think the creaminess to the croissant, the flavors just don't quite mesh for me. I'm happy to try it, but I don't think I'd get it again.
Everything's subjective, and I have a slightly different opinion. I actually really like it. It has this flavor profile. There's a creaminess to it. I feel like this onion there, you got the chives, a little bit of fat texture. It gives it some creaminess from the bacon too. So it feels like the kind of flavors you get on top of, say, a baked potato, or even like a quiche type flavor too, but in a flaky croissant. So I'm gonna say I really like it.
So is the Onigiri Croissant worth the hype? One big plus is that each one is only $6.50, making it the cheapest unique croissant on this series. As for the croissant itself, the texture was lacking, the flavor was interesting, it was fun trying something totally unique. Is it worth taking 3 trains and a bus? I'm not sure. However, Flushing is so cool and there are so many amazing eats here. So I think it's worth doing a big Flushing food experience and tacking on Café W Bakery to give it a try. So is it worth the hype? I'm gonna say kind of. We have one final viral croissant we are trying for the series, the flat croissant. Is it worth the hype or should we leave the pastry alone? Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our verdict.